Hello everybody and welcome to Chow Time. I'm Spike Spencer and today we are cooking Japanese. That's right. We are cooking Sunomono. It's a Japanese cucumber salad. I have referenced Sunomono in an earlier video on carrot tops, what to do with carrot tops. I made this dish basically with carrot tops. Very cool, very good. All right, let's get started. So the first thing we're gonna do is we've got some cucumbers. Yay! I want to slice them up, get them going, and get them soaking in a little bit of salt. So the first thing we're gonna do, we gotta do a little chopping here. You wanna get a little bit of the skin off, so you kind of stripe them. Now you can use any kind of cucumbers that you like. You can use Japanese cucumbers, of course, duh. You could use English cucumbers. I like the English cucumbers because they don't have a lot of big seeds. Sometimes you get some of these and they have some pretty big seeds, and then you got to take those seeds out. And every now and then you get a cucumber where the skin is just bitter, like an angry ex-wife. Just saying. All right, that's good. That is not bad at all. Right, so about those. Give me another one. You want to make a decent sized batch here. There's, again, you know, you guys know how much I really don't measure things, so don't worry about it. You're going to do what you do, make what you make, and see how you like it. So the dressing here can go a million different ways, dudes. Serially. Dude, I am totally cereal. So the dressing is simple. It's going to be, well, you know what? We'll talk about that in a minute. I'm going to talk about cucumbers for a second because, hey, everybody, you guys know I'm kind of homesteading. I'm working on that. I'm learning gardening and all that. I have now officially, I have grown 3 cucumbers. I know, I'm a gardening god. Yeah, I didn't even do anything. I planted them and kind of left them alone. There you go. This is where we're going to do a big chopping montage. Now, see, these seeds they're okay. They're not a problem. This is kind of a bigger cucumber. If I had the little Persian cucumbers, I would leave them whole, so they're all the little circles. That's nice. But this is a good size. Now, this is where you chop them. You want to chop it thin enough because you're going to put some salt on top of it. We're going to let it sit for a few minutes. But I don't like them too thin. I like to have a little bit of extra oomph. I went to, where was it? We were in Denver. We went to the Japanese place. I want to say it was Nobu. It had some Sunomono that was absolutely spectacular. And it had a little more crunch, a little more bite than other Sunomonos that I've had in the past. So it's up to you whether you want to make it thick or thin. You know what? I don't care. It really doesn't matter to me. But you kind of decide on your own. The thicker you get them, the more you'll have a little more bite to them. And it also depends on how long you let them soak in the salt. So, because that's going to pull the moisture out. So you let them soak for about 5 minutes or so and then get to it. And we're done. Yay! Woohoo! Everybody dance! There we have it. All right, perfect. That is a lot of cucumber, and now we're going to take about a teaspoon of salt. Mix it up a little bit. Mix it up a little bit. You want to give it a nice little massage. How are you? How's your day? Let's release that negative energy. Yes. Are you feeling that? Excellent. Now let's open that third eye. Take a look at these cucumbers. What's the cucumber feeling? Have you ever thought about that? Maybe you should think more about your cucumbers. Okay, it's getting a little weird. Here we go. Boom, set that to the side. Now, we are going to wipe our hands off. We are going to move on to the dressing. Now, Sunomono dressing is very, very simple. You're not going to need a lot of dressing for this. I mean, seriously, a couple of teaspoons would do it. But I make batches of Sunomono dressing, and I put them in jars. So I've got that going. So I got that going for me. You know, cool. So you can start with rice vinegar. Seasoned, unseasoned, it's up to you. Whatever you want to do. Get that in there. I'm going to say, let's see, 1, 2, 3. That's about it. Then, soy sauce. You want to put, let's see, if you got 4 tablespoons, I'm going to put roughly a half teaspoon, maybe a teaspoon. Boop, there you go. Just add a little color to it. Boop, there you go. Then we're going to have some honey. Now, I don't, just a little bit of honey. I don't like to use sugar, really. So I like to keep it easy. I'm not into the sugar thing. I tried not to use sugar. I try to use honey if I can. I'm going to put that all together here. Yada, yada, yada. Okay. Okay, now that I've got my vinegar, soy sauce, a little honey, I'm going to put a little bit of salt. Just a little bit, not too much. So I got a lot of salt in there. We're not going to drain the salt off of that. We're going to squeeze them. So there is going to be salt in there, so don't oversalt your Sunomono. Put this into... Whoa! Goodness. Now, another thing you could do here, this is something I love to do with my Japanese cooking, and dashi. Dashi is it's bonito fish stock, usually dried. And I will use a little bit of that. I'll just take a little bit of the powder or little crinkle things, and I will put them in different soups, dishes, sauces, just to add a little extra layer of umami for my sauces and dishes and things. I don't have it with me right now. I'm not going to do that on this one. That's just a little tip, a little hint. Try some. Go get some dashi. I just kind of play with it, because if you take dashi, is the dry broth and water, and you make that, it's just like having like chicken stock. That's the basis for miso soup, and then you add miso in there and all your other stuff. It's really great. So I'm going to warm that up just a little bit to make sure all the ingredients mesh and all that honey is nice, and there we go. That's really all I need to do. I don't want to get it hot. I don't want to boil it. Just mix it around, let that get a little warm, etc., etc. Now, with this bowl here, I'm going to take the cucumber that has been, I'm going to use time lapse or whatever, it's been sitting for about 5 minutes. Bowl. So we're going to take the cucumber, we're going to squeeze out some of that liquid. We don't want it to be all liquidy. See, look at all that. So that salt helps to extract the liquid. So grab a little handful and give it a squeeze. And there you go. Here comes some of that extra juice. Get rid of that. Let's get it going. There we go. Beautiful. So otherwise your Sunomono, it's going to seem kind of like soupy. And you don't really want soupy Sunomono, because there's alliteration that you really don't want to deal with. I never like to over-alliterate if I can keep from that. All right. Squeeze them out. That's about it. There we go. All right. Here it comes. We're on the final stretch, guys. Now, the last thing I'm going to do, usually in classic Sunomono, you're going to have seaweed. Seaweed is everywhere in Japanese cooking, which is awesome. I love seaweed. I have found that I don't really deal with the seaweed, where you usually take some dried seaweed and put it in a little water and then squeeze the water out and then put it in there. I just, you know what, that smacks of effort. And I try to make all my cooking as easy as possible. And still be like awesome. Not processed. This is all good stuff, except for little shortcuts here and there. And one of my favorite shortcuts for Japanese cooking are they have so many amazing seasonings that you can get. And if you're not familiar with Japanese cooking, then you don't know what this is. So this is called furikake. Furikake. I really need to see that. It's just fun to say. Everybody say it. Furikake. I've voiced over enough Japanese anime in my day to where I understand the little R, the little trill you put on the furikake, furikake, furikake. I may be saying it completely wrong. Doesn't matter. So now, what I have is I've got my Sunomono. I've got my the cucumber is there. Now we have some of this. I hope it's not too hot. Ooh, it is hot. That is hot. So I'm going to take it easy on it, and I'm just going to put a little bit in here because we got to mix it because we're doing a show, and I got to move forward, right? Right. Okay, cool. So we get a big spoon. Nice big spoon over here. So I'm going to take a little bit, let this lighten up a little bit. All right, so it might be a little too hot for me, but it does not have to be hot. You don't want to have it super hot or anything. Usually I will mix this up and I'll throw it in the fridge. That's it. Mix up a little bit. Like I said, you don't need much. I'm going to pour the rest of this in a jar with the other Sunomono sauce I have. There we go. Mix it, baby. Mix it. All right. At the basis, let's see how we're doing here. Nice pop. Except now I would add my furikake because in furikake, in this one, you're going to have sesame seed, which usually I'd sprinkle on the end anyway, and it has the seaweed in here already with some other seasoning. It's got some, a few different things. So let's pop a little bit on top. And it's cut so nice. It's clean. It's pretty. So we mix it up, mix it up. Mix it. I want a little more. I like to have a good bit of seasoning in mine. So purists might be like, I know! How dare you! Well, that's your problem, not mine. You might need some therapy. Show me on the dolly where that. Never mind. All right. Here we go. That is Sunomono, people. This is a great dish to make ahead, put in the fridge, and for any kind of family get-together. Great with barbecues, etc. I'm going to put a little bit more on top here. Just a sprinkle, tinkle. Boom, boom. There we are. Yay. This, it's perfect with grilling and chilling in the afternoon. It's great with tonkatsu and any kind of Japanese food. But introduce yourself to Sunomono. Very easy to make, just delicious. And I hope you'll enjoy it. Let's get a nice shot of it there. Boom, Sunomono. That's it, guys. I will definitely be doing more Japanese recipes. I do cook a lot of Japanese. I've been to Japan, and like I said, I've dubbed Japanese anime for 30 years. So there's that. All right, guys, that's it. This is Chow time. Please like, comment, and subscribe. Tell all your friends about the show. It's a labor of love. I love doing this for you. This is my kitchen. It's low budget, and it's just fun. I'm just enjoying the hell out of it. So have a fantastic day. And remember, it's Chow time. Let's eat.